On July 8th, 23-year-old Jeffrey Moore hopped a plane from Madison, Wisconsin to San Francisco, California, where he picked up his bike and started out on what he says is the journey of a lifetime. Moore, a paramedic and firefighter, is completing a 4,400-mile cycle tour across the country to raise money for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and honor the memories of firefighters who died in the line of duty.
Basically, what the foundation is, it's a nonprofit organization out of Emmitsburg, Maryland, and what they do is they help support the families of firefighters that die in the line of duty. So they do a lot of different things. It might be like funeral arrangements. There's programs for scholarships and other aid to those family members that were supported by that firefighter. And they also do a lot of like preventative stuff. So they have different training programs and instruction and resources to help fire departments prevent duty deaths, how to deal with the duty deaths, stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool organization.
Since all the money from the tour goes directly to the foundation, Moore has funded his own expenses and relies on the firehouses he stays at across the country for basic needs, like a place to sleep, showers, and hot meals. Moore says he began prepping for his big tour in January of 2014.
So when I was prepping for a lot of this, about January of this year, I just sent out like 60 letters, and I told them who I was, what I was doing, and I asked if I could spend the night and eat dinner with the fire crews, and I got a huge positive response back.
Moore's friends, family, and coworkers were pretty shocked when he first brought up the idea to them, but he says people have been very supportive of what he's doing. His day begins bright and early, and he often covers 100 miles or more every day.
And basically the way the day looks is I leave in the morning, and I show up at each firehouse right around dinner time or so, and I have a contact in each city, and usually there's like a huge meal when I arrive, which is really nice. And it's really great. They always put me up. I get to take a shower, which is a big deal for like a cross-country trip like this. And there's always a lot of food. I get to talk to the firefighters and things like that. And then we kind of just wind down in the evening, and I usually go to bed pretty early.
Meeting new people across the country and meeting other firefighters are Moore's favorite part of the tour so far. He hadn't done much traveling before he embarked on this cycle tour, so he says learning how vast the country really is has been an incredible experience.
When I formulated the trip, the two goals that I thought about doing were I wanted to honor and respect and remember all fallen firefighters, and I wanted to like promote a positive image of the fire service. And I think just so far, I think that those goals are getting done pretty well. In a couple of the states that I've been to, there's a lot of firefighter memorials, so like in Sacramento, California, or Carson City, and I've got to kind of like honor some of those people with the fire crews visiting those sites. And also I think it does a lot of good for like the fire departments in each community to have some kid from Wisconsin come over and they house me, and I think that's promoting a good image too. So I hope that those two goals are conveyed.
Moore stopped in Rawlins Sunday night and ate breakfast at Penny's Diner. He's headed off to Saratoga Monday afternoon and will be traveling through the Snowy Range Mountains to Laramie this week. From there, he's headed to Cheyenne and then down to Denver to rest. Moore is riding east from Denver and plans to hit D.C. and then head up north. His goal is to get to the site of the fallen Twin Towers in New York for the September 11th anniversary. This is Callie O'Hare reporting.